Looks like the situation has changed again. It's raining again? This isn't good. If the rain washes away the traces, it's gonna set us back a long way.
Everyone hold hands! Hey! This should be the place. But Sankanomiya was right. Doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. Could maybe...
In the name of the Prinzessin!
These electro monuments look a little suspicious. Yikes! A huge fire through! Was it drawn out by the electro energy?
Wind Strider! Quiet now.
Everyone hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind Strider!
Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Tepe, what are you doing here?
Wow. This is a surprise. I just got back from delivering some...
Are you alright there, buddy?
I'm fine. It's nothing. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so... if there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero.
Tepe, don't you think there's something strange about...
Now that you mention it, it could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Urabashi?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Menkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt decree, it's time for someone to stand up and Alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's... You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Hey.
Teppei's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate Samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi.
Time to go.
Got a job for me?
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! What happened?
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Oh, most of the officers refused to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, all soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be in time to save them.
Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms... No! Let's go check on...
Here. Time to go. Time to go.
Should be a bit better bandaged up like this.
Time to go.
Oh. Hey guys, just a moment. Let me get up. Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I'm fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me. If only I were stronger still. They gave it to me and said that as long as I have... It's just like a illusion. Oh God. So, Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks. I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all. Hey, when our uniforms are ready. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested.
Pepe! Hey! Where are you going? Hey!
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them. If you wish to hear it.
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to cease all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria, and if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please, we have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Time to go.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Hey!
Let's get down to business.
Easy money. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Everyone hold hands!
time's over. Hi! Busted. Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Bro, committed to memory. The Temple of Wisdom.
Should replace my hammer.
That hurts! Time to go.
This may turn away.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Looks like
Game's up. Game's over. You asked for it. Let's get it on. Hi. Gotcha.
Wind strike!
Take it easy. Quietly now.
Unfortunate fall!
Committed to memory. Stop fighting.
Busted.
Use this first.
Quietly now. me.
Killjoy! We've only just
Let me amuse you.
You can't run!
Really?
Roasted fried!
But the truth is still unknown.
Killjoy! We've only just
This is the end.
this way.
Everyone hold hands.
One with nature.
Look alive. Over here.
Have a load of this!
I see everything.
Buckle up!
Wind strike. Two clouds high. Birds call.
How was I so...
This one's well done!
Let's get it on!
You need to hurry up! Fried! This one's well done!
How'd you know life lasts forever?
You need to hurry up!
Buckle up! Busted!
Fried! This one's well done! You need to hurry up!
Look alive!
Roasted fried!
Into the wind.
You need to hurry up!
They're dead meat!
This one's well done!
Let's get it on!
Roasted fried! You need to hurry up!
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Buckle up! Hi!
This one's well done! An unfortunate fault! Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive!
Wind strike.
Don't be a killjoy! It only just begun! I see through you!
Straight. Look alive! Ha! Cha! Ra! Never again.
That all you got? This should be fun. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Let's get it on!
Quickly.
Ha!
No slacking. I see through you.
I done messed up.
This should be fun.
Take it easy. Ha! Ha! Ta! Cha!
No slack, killjoy. Waste time.
But the truth. Quiet now.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Look alive!
Stay right
Playtime's over. Busted.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just quickly. This should be fun. That all you got? You can't run.
Everyone hold hands.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just.
Ha! Gotcha.
I see
Game
through
set.
you.
Fun zone. Wind strike. This is the end. Quietly now.
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge.
Let's get it on!
Let's end this quickly.
Gotcha. Ah! Ha! Hi, cha! Quietly now. No! Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. Look alive! Ha!
Let's end this quickly.
Lots off! Yeah! Gotcha! Buckle up! Hi!
This idiot must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. One hospital will be here soon. Let's move. Shouldn't get careless.
Look alive!
Toxifying me.
Out of my sight!
This one's well.
Busted! So many regrets.
This one's well done.
Gotcha!
You need to hurry up.
Hey,
Roasting fry. This one's well done.
Here comes the catch. Buckle up! Hi! You're dead meat! Gotcha! Take it easy. How was I so... Cha! Kya! Ah!
Got you.
Let's get it on! Hi! Cha! Ah! Cha! This body belongs to ice.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time. But each moment with it... Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause, just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it.
Hey, calm down! No!
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's positive. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary... This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. Study humans a while long.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our back!
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine?
and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant. Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out, with their stronghold exposed. I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleague's behalf. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that's Songonomiya Kokomi. She really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have an—
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop— You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her soul.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own, and ultimately, her eternity is defined. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? Not by talking her out of it, or through an...
You're a fast learner. Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity.
Wait, you're leaving? Where?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
My people are... Take it easy.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come... The aim is to try to...
Gutsy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy.
So how come you...
You mean... perhaps it's because...
What?
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me and my fox in your dreams. More curious than my appearance is the fact that a nation to last... At some point, she started going down a path that became... You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal, by neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
Quiet now. Gotcha. Take it easy. Take it easy. Into the wind. Game's up. Time's over.
Commit to memory.
One with wind and cloud.
We've got ourselves busted. Here comes the catch.
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of...
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't... Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they're considering even their visions have been
You don't have to be so blunt.
I don't mean... It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful. Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of this said and you're entertaining guests?
Take it easy.
Everyone hold hands.
Time to go.
Let's get it on! Gotcha.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night, wind strider. Time to go.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do? You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulation. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryou Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryou and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the... It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean, inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming—
Affirmative.
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh. Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside!
As you wish.
Gujiyai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Huh. It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji Yai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujo-Sara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go, or...?
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do, though? We only have 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
Time to go.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine bon.
Wow, a ninja? And
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my... Here's what I need you to do. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen.
you make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryou, but since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to. Now you're following me. The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet, but with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.